أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا وشفيع ذنوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين الهداة المعصومين المكرمين لا سيما بقية الله في السماوات والأرضين روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله الحكيم في كتابه المبرم الفرقان العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فاسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون. Inshallah, we will continue the ahkam, plus that we are going to talk about the character of Hazrat Zainab salamullahi alayha. Before we go to the ahkam of hiba, I need to explain a little bit about waqf. What is waqf in Islam? And who is waqif? Just like hiba is a gift, what is waqf? In Islam, waqf is something that does not belong to you anymore. For example, if I have this house and this is my house, and I say to myself, I'm going to leave this house for mu'mineen. So from tomorrow, everyone can come in this place and pray. So from tomorrow, this house will not be my house. It will be waqf for mu'minun. And whatever I say at the beginning, that will stay in that waqf forever. For example, I bring one case of water, for example, and I say, this water is for mu'mineen. So the mu'mineen can be in Mahdiya, can be in parking lot, can be in the other state. So this is also waqf. But this waqf means generally. That means generally I did waqf this bottles of water or this case of water for everyone. We also have a specific waqf. For example, I bring this case of bottle of water only for Mahdiya. So I cannot take this bottle of water at home and I use it at home. If I drink a little bit of this water in here, I can use it outside too. Or for example, I come here and I bring some muhr or tasbih. And I say, this is for mu'mineen, whoever is mu'min. So that's fine. I can use that too. The other masjids can use it too, because sometimes there are a lot of books, there are a lot of this. So in waqf, we should know the ahkam that we should not put a specific name on it. If we put a specific name on it and we say, this is only for here, so the other people cannot use it. The intention is important at the beginning. So we have to have, just like qurbatan ila Allah when you do the wudu, so do it qurbatan ila Allah. I'm thinking I'm going to do this waqf for mu'mineen. So this is important. And now, if I only say in Mahdiya, for example, this book is only for Mahdiya. I buy this book only for Mahdiya. Then the other places cannot use this book. So we have to know the ahkam of waqf. Or the place, sometimes there is a two place. Sometimes is my own house. For example, it's under my name. And I ask people to come and pray. Is this waqf? No, it's not waqf. This is my own property. So I can sell it? Yes, I can sell it. But if I do waqf and I say, no, this is for mu'mineen, Then the moment that I say this is for mu'minin, I don't have any power in this house. So it's not going to be my house anymore. So they want to sell it. They cannot sell it actually. They want to change the decoration and everything's up to them. Then in waqf, that a lot of people unfortunately they don't know. Like a lot of people I see, most of the masajid they don't know the ahkam. They keep buying places. Okay, mashallah, this is masjid, for example, Husayniyah, this and that, but they don't even know the ahkam. The waqf needs mutawalli. What is the mutawalli? Mutawalli is the person who is in charge. So that person must be charged, must be appointed by the waqif. The person who gives, he needs to hire someone as a president or as a person responsible for this place. This person is called mutawalli in Islam, in ahkam. And when he is mutawalli, then he will be the one who make the decision about that masjid. So the waqif will be just like regular people. So he's coming and going. He's not doing anything in here because already he appointed another person as a mutawalli. What about if I want to sell this place? For example, Mahdiya is waqf. Waqf for who? For mu'minin. The person who bought it and said, this is a place for mu'minin. They can come and pray and they have majlis. But this is not masjid. This is Mahdiya. So the name is on it already. It's Mahdiya. Masjid is different. Masjid, you need to recite a khutbah for Sigha Masjid. But even your intention is important. For example, you open a place only for masjid. This is only masjid. That's a different. But when I have Mahdiya, Husayniyah, Zainabiyah, these are not masjid. These are under the name of Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wasalam. So what about if I want to sell this house? Can I do it? Yes, I can do that. For some reasons. The reasons must be acceptable by Mujtahid or the representative of Marja. So you go, for example, to the representative of Marja and you say this house has some problem and we can't continue coming here anymore. So we have a problem. We want to sell this place. What should I do? Then the Mujtahid gives ijaza. It's called Tabdeel waqf to ahsan. Ahsan is better. For example, you have an iPhone 10. You're going to sell your iPhone 10 and you buy iPhone 12. So this is tabdeel to ahsan, like changing to the better one. So if you have this idea about changing the place or adding this place with another community, for example, it's like you want to buy two houses and make it one Mahdiya, for example, right? Bigger one. You can do that. Yes, you can do that, but with the permission of Marja and Mutawalli. So the Waqif is not involved here. Like the Waqif is just someone like regular people. So he can say, you know what, I give this house as a Mahdiya, and I want to make it bigger now, and I want to join it to another house. So I'm going to sell this, and no, you cannot do anything. The Mutawalli is the one. So that's why in Ahkam, everything, even in Tijara, you say we al-fiqh thumma tijara. We need to be faqih, then start doing business. So the person who buys the masjid, he needs first the ahkam of masjid. What is masjid? What is Husayniyah? What is Zainabiyah? Then they can do it. Because later on, it's going to be a problem. What about if something happened to that place and they have to sell it and get another place? So these are all the questions that actually nowadays I see a lot of people, they don't know the reason of buying the place. And I don't know, that's their house or it's waqf. And they don't even know the meaning of waqf. That's very important. So yes, you have any?
If somebody bought some books with the intention that the people can borrow it and take it home and they can use it, or for example, we have Duai community, a lot of Duai community here. The Waqf said, yeah, you can take it home, you can have it. But on the book says Waqf Mahdiya.
Yes.
What is the situation?
So the waqf words is important. The waqf's intention is important. So al-waqf yatawaqqafu ala al-waqif. The ahkam says. So ala niyat al-waqif. So your niyat and the person who buys it is important. It's just like the chair you brought it upstairs. For example, you didn't bring it only for Mahdiya. You said, okay, sometimes maybe someone else is gonna need it, so they can take it, not a problem. But if you just said this, for example, yes, I fixed this, I made this only for people of Mahdiya, not for other mu'minin, not for Pakistan, not for India, not from Iraqi, only people who coming in Mahdiya, and only upstairs they can use this. This is that nobody else can use it. But as I know already from your intention that your need is for mu'minin. If Mahdiya needs it, for Mahdiya. If Mahdiya doesn't need it, someone else can take it and use it in the other masjid. So this is important, especially for example for namaz. For example, if I want to buy carpet and I say, listen, you can eat food on this, only pray on this. So I cannot eat food over there. This is important. And if like 4 or 5 people, and you have to get permission from all of them. If one of them said no, and you don't know which one of them said no, so that's why you don't know. Maybe the one you're sitting on it is the one that the person said no. You can, just like we have the example upstairs, right? So we can't eat food upstairs because one of the waqifin for those carpets said that you can't eat food on this carpet. That you can't do that. So one time I ate food over there. What did I do? I sat on the chair and then not on the carpet. So when you sit on the chair, is a different case. So because the waqf said only on the chair, on the carpet. So that's actually something that you can change it. Sometimes we know how to change it. So this is the policy of Sheikh that knows how to make it easier, inshallah, for ahkam. So this is about the waqf. You have any question about the waqf?
Yes, Salih.
John.
There was a person had some issue with some time of his work. So 2 days were missing. So he decided to just waqf times. If these times are correctly comes, the money of this time, these times are set to my paycheck, I will waqf it for Imam Zaman. So, what type of activity that person can do with that money?
Okay, the money is not his money, right? That means he did not work 2 days,
Yeah, he did.
but he
work.
got paid for it.
No. He did work, but the 2 or 3 months was missing. They never paid him.
Okay.
So he decided to just waqf it for Imam Zaman. Says, if it comes, I will.
So he can only give the money, not the hours. Okay. For example, I get paid for 5 days. 2 days at $200, right? I can give $200 for who? For Imam Zaman for what? Like for is a house of Imam Zaman Mahdiya, or you want to give it to the poor people?
Never mentioned that.
So that's the thing. So you can it's a general meaning. So it can be used for a poor person. It can be used for a sayyid. It can be used for masjid. It can have a lot of usage. So that's why we don't know what was his intention. Yes, ma'am.
From what I heard was this person didn't say a vow, made an intention, if they give me, I'll give this for a long time. My question was, if the person changes their mind, she didn't do the sireh for Naz, that I would Naz this. Can she back out or does she
Yes.
have to do it?
Yes. So nazar needs to be needs a reciting sigha. For example, you say nadartu lillah, as long as you don't say the name of Allah. For example, I do nazar for the cause of Allah to give my phone to a poor person. If, for example, this problem is solved, that time nazar will become wajib on me. But if I just say it, yes, I'm gonna do that, but you don't have to do that. I have some people like last year, we had like 5 people. They came to me like they said, we have nazar for sheep, these lambs and slaughtering. I said, did you recite the Sigha Nazar? He said, no, I didn't do that. So I said, now I can make it a big cow, for example, instead of these 5 sheep. I can buy like a big cow with this money, and more poor people are gonna eat it. That's what I did 2 weeks ago. So because the nazar that way is not wajib on you because you didn't recite any siga. Yes, but if you recite the siga and you say nadartu lillah wa li rasulihi wa li amir al-mu'minin wa li Fatima al-Zahra wa al-Hasan wa al-Husayn wa la immat al-ma'sumin min dhurriyyat al-Husayn alayhi salatu wassalam, or you say that in Persian, doesn't matter. Or it's not even your intention. You say in your mind, no, it's not going to be counted. It should come in your words. You should verbally say it that this is the nazar. Then, because a lot of nazar, I see some people they come, oh, could we have nazar for Ashura? Okay, did you recite? I said, no, I didn't. So it's just a gift. This is not nazar. You want to give it, give it. If you don't give it, there's nothing upon you. There's no punishment. There's no kafara for
So
it.
there is difference between donation and nas. Somebody
Exactly.
can donate.
Yes, you can donate it. So this is going to be donate or hadiya or hiba, the one that we are actually working on it right now.
Sounds was idea.
Yeah, this is hadiya. This is a gift for Imam Zaman. So we said لا تعتبر الفورية في القبض ولا كونه في مجلس العقد فيجوز فيه التراخي عند العقد بزمان كثير ومتى تحقق القبض صحة الهبة من حينه فإذا كان للموهوبين ماء سابق على القبض قد حصل بعد الهبة كان للواهب دون الموهوب له. We said that لا تعتبر الفورية في القبض. We said one of the condition of hiba is qabd. That means you should receive it. And we have two kind of qabd. We have amwal manqul and ghayr manqul. The manqul is the one that you just take it right now. The ghayr manqul is on, for example, the house, land, or things like that. But anyways, the qabd must happen. But the qabd is not supposed to be right away. You can make it later on. And I said last week that if during this time the price of that item goes up, who's going to get the benefit? The wahib or mawhubula. For example, I give you this phone as a gift, but I didn't give it to you. You didn't take it yet. I said, I'm going to give you this phone, but you're going to take this phone on January, right? But from now to January, the price of this phone goes up. Who's going to get the extra money, me or you? I am going to get the money because so that's what Ayatollah al-Sistani says, that فَإِذَا كَانَ لِلْمَوْهُوبِ نِمَاءً. Nima means benefit. If there is a nima on mawhub, on the gift, سابقا على القبض, before taking qabs, قد حصل بعد الهبة, that happens after hiba, after giving to you. What will happen? كان للواهب. Then the wahib will take it. دون الموهوب له, not the person who receives the gift. لو مات الواهب بعد العقد وقبل القبض بطل العقد وانفسخ وانتقل الموهوب إلى ورثته ولا يقومون مقامه في الإقباض فيحتاج إلى إيقاع عبة جديدة بينهم وبين الموهوب له كما أنه لو مات الموهوب له لا يقوم ورثته مقامه في القبض بل يحتاج إلى هبة جديدة من الواهب إياهم. What does it say? لو مات الواهب, if during this time, for example, the person gives you a gift and he promises that he is going to give you this phone as a gift, but he says, I am going to give you this phone on January. Before January, the person dies. لو مات الواهب, if the wahib, the person who gives the gift, he already gave it to you, but he died. You didn't take it, right? اگر ما مالی را هبه کردیم به کسی اما شما اون را تا الان قبض نکردید، در این جریان اگر بنده فوت کردم چیکار میشه؟ آیا این مال رو شما میتونید بگیرید یا نه؟ نمیتونید. بحث همین است. لو مات الواهب بعد العقد، اگر بعد از عقد هبه واهب بمیره و قبل القبض و قبل از اینه که اون آقا قبض کند این هدیه را، بطل العقد و انفسخ، عقد باطل می شود و فسخ می شود، یعنی هبه بهشن داده نمیشه. چیکار میشه؟ و انتقل الموهوب الى ورثته، هدیه یا هبه به ورثه میره. ولا يقومون مقامه في الإقباض فيحتاج إلى إيقاع هبة جديدة بينه وبين الموهوب له. Now, الآن if you want to get the gift, you need to talk to the waratha. So if they agree with it, then you can take it. كما أنه لو مات الموهوب له لا يقوم ورثته مقامه في القبض. It happens also for the person who receives the gift, موهوب. For example, if he dies, waratha cannot come and tell you, what happened? You were supposed to give a phone to my father. Give me the phone. No, he's not going to get anything. بل يحتاج إلى هبة جديدة من الواهب إياهم. In this case, the wahib, he needs to give him again the hiba. So that other hiba is باطل. إذا تمت الهبة بحصول القبض فإن كان الذي رحم أبا كان أو أما أو ولدا أو غيرهم لم يكن للواهب الرجوع في هبته كما لا يحق له الرجوع فيها بعد التلف أو مع التعويض عنها أو بشيء يسير من غير فرق بين ما كان دفع العوض لأجل اشتراطه في الهبة وبين غيره. Okay. What is this trying to say? إذا تمت الهبة بحصول القبض, when هبة happens, that means I gave it to you. This is the phone and I give the phone to you. فإن كانت لذي رحم, if you are the rahim, that means you're my family member, like my father, aban, أو أمًا أو ولدًا, like father, mother, sister, brother, cousin, uncle. What will happen? Can I take the gift back from you? What does Ayatollah Sistani do? لم يكن للواهب الرجوع في هبته. Wahib cannot go back to the phone that I give it to you because you're my family member. But if you're not my family member and I give you the phone now, right? After 1 hour, for example, I gave you the phone at 6 o'clock. Now I can say, Arza, please give me my phone back. I need it. Islamically, you cannot say anything. But if Arza is my cousin, my brother, my sister, my family member, the Rahim is usually from the father side and mother side, then that time I can take it back from you. كما لا يحق له الرجوع فيها بعد التلف. Talaf is something like, talaf is wasting, like, destroying something. For example, I gave you this phone at 6 o'clock, but you broke it. Now I want to take the phone back from you because it's destroyed now, it's broken, it's not the same as the phone that I gave it to you, so now I can't take it back from you. أو مع التعويض عنها ولو بشيء يسير. Or if I exchange this phone with you, for example, I give you this phone and you give me something instead. ولو بشيء يسير. Maybe it's something simple like a pen. You give me a pen instead of this one. And I agreed with that. من این تلفن به شما دادم، شما یک قلم به من دادین، گفتن این قلم به جای تلفن شما. اینجا تعویض صورت گرفت، عوض شد. وقتی که عوض شد، شما دیگه من دوباره نمیتونم بیام به شما بگم آقا اون تلفن منو به زحمت بده، من اشتباها این تلفن رو به شما دادم، این تلفن دیگه باید به شما بدم. میگن نه، آیت الله العظمای سیستانی میفرمایند نه، شما حق این کار رو ندارید. چون دیگه بالاخره قلم رو شما اونجا زرنگی کردید. الان خیلی از دوستان زرنگ هستن، مثلا اونایی که طلبه هستن مثل ماهایی که مثلا با این احکام آشنا هستیم، کسی که به ما یک هدیه میده ما فوراً به جاش چیزی میدیم. مثلا من بارها شده یک بنده خدای مثلا یک تحفه یک چیزی به من داده، فوراً من از جیبم یک چیز در آوردم بهش دادم، یک قلم یک چیزی که شرعاً این مال من بشه برای همیشه دیگه. ان فردا نمیتونن بگن که آقا من اون کامپیوتری که به شما دادم اون رو به من دوباره برگردونید. نه، این دیگه ممکن نیست. خب بالاخره ما یکی از فواید بودن با ما همین است دیگه.
ثواب میشه.
هم بفرد.
Maraja, they have all the same belief, or is it different?
Yeah, in this case, everyone says the same
The
thing.
second question is, where if we learn this very well,
Okay.
inshallah, if we do, but in public, the laws of the land overpower this, same in Iran. So what does law help us in? I mean, is it practical or not? And since we're living here, we're supposed to abide by their law. So what's anybody's situation? What do they have to do?
So Islamically, we have one thing is Islamic. One thing is law. For example, Islamically, I give you Qarz al-Hasana. This is Islamic. So Qarz al-Hasana is not going to be accepted in America. For example, in America, if you go to, for example, like let's go to better example, like in Mahdiya, right? In Mahdiya, you come and you, for example, make food for Mahdiya. This is Qurbatun ilallah, Islamic, right? So you can go to the IRS and say, you know what, I made food for Mahdiya. Or for example, nobody is going to pay you for this because you did it Qurbatun ilallah. Or you help someone, you did Qurbatun ilallah. Islamically, we don't have any paperwork or anything like that in Islam. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu idha tadayantum bidaynin ila ajalin musamman faktubu. You need, if you don't know the person, if you are in doubt that the person that I'm dealing with is not a good person, I don't know him, but still at the same time, I want to help him. So it's better you follow all the steps of law, the Islamic law and legally. So for example, you go to someone and you go to the lawyer, you write a letter, notarize it. So later on, you can actually go to the law, the government. So Islamically, you don't have to. For example, if you buy, this is your house, right? And you want to give it to me, and you should tell me like that, Ojo, this is your house from now on. I don't need this house anymore. Or your car, for example. Even that car is under your name. The car is still under your name. But you give your car for me. And you said, listen, Ojo, this is my car. I want you to take it from now on. The car is still under your name. But Islamically, this will be my car. If you later on, you come and tell me and say, hey, listen, the name of the car, like the title is under my name. You can say that, but taking back is going to be haram for you. If I have changed it or if I sold it, yes, you can take it back. But if I use the same car because we are not family member, we are not ذی رحم, you can take it back. خب پس اینجا یه مطلب است که اگر ما از نظر اسلامی چیزی رو به کسی میدیم نیاز نداریم که هیچ چیزی مثلا الان کسانی رو داریم که خانه ها مال خودشون نیست اما به اسم کسی دیگر است. مثلا خانه هم مال خودش است اما باز هم به اسم کسی. مثلا من کسی رو میشناسم که اینجا زندگی میکنه، در آمریکا هست، خانه هم داره، مال خودش هم هست اما سند خانه به اسم کسی دیگر است. یک آدم معتمدی است مثلا. یا مثلا کسی میاد مثلا پول دارد مال خودش است اما امانت میگذاره دست یک بنده خدایی، آدم معتمد، نگاه بی زحمت این پولای من نگه دار. این معناش این نیست که پول مال این نیست. پول مال این آقای احمد هست. اون آقای محمود این پول رو به عنوان امانت یا به عنوان قرض الحسنه یا امثالهم نگه داشته. خانه هم همینطور است. ماشین هم همینطور است. شما میتونید ماشینتون رو به کسی هدیه بدین، بگین این ماشین مال شما باشه. دیگه لازم نیست از نظر اسلامی که شما مثلا برید موتور ویهیکل تایتلش رو عوض کنید، به اسم شما باشه، ولی ایشان مالک ماشین میشه. اما اگر ما بریم این رو ادله قرار بدیم که بله خب چون به اسم من بود من میتونم دوباره ماشین رو بگیرم، این شرعاً درست نیست. فلهذا در نظر شرعی مثل مسئله نکاح اون لحظه که شما نکاح را میخوانید اون حرف اونجا مهم است. مثلا یه آقای مسیحی است آمده پیش من میگن آقا من مسلمان شدم. میگه خب بخون کلمت، میگه لا اله الا الله محمد رسول الله. وقتی که این را خواند این آقا میشه مسلمان. برای بنده ایشان مسلمان هست. یعنی شرعاً من میبینم یه مسلمان در مقابل من نشسته، تمام مسائل اسلامی را قبول داره، میتونم عقد اینها رو جاری کنم، مشکل نیست. اما فردا میاد این آقا مثلا میگه نه من شوخی کردم، برای من گناهی نیست، من شرعاً وظیفه خودم را انجام دادم، اون آقا از دین تخطی کرده، فلهذا عقدشون باطل میشه. پس این چیزا. حالا اینجا یکی از مواردی که هبه حق رجوع دوباره با آن ندارید این است که مال تلف بشه و مال عوض بشه، یعنی تعویض بشه مال. و در این مسائل شما نمیتونید دوباره به اون مالی که به اون شخص دادید رجوع کنید. که بر مسئله بعدی با چی میگه؟ میگه لا یلحق الزوج و الزوجه بذی الرحم، زن شوهر زی رحم گفته نمیشه. یعنی آقای یک هدیه به خانمش داده میتونه فردا این هدیه رو از خانمش بگیره. ما خیلی داریم که در نامزدی میدن مثلا هدیه میدن، پول میدن، مثلا طلا میدن، طلاق میشن، دوباره جدا میشن، این خانم دوباره باید برگرده تمام اون چیزایی که از این آقا گرفته بهش برگردونه. اما اگر این خانم طلبه بوده، زرنگ بوده، چیکار کرده؟ رفته این طلاها رو عوض کرده، مثلا فروخته، به جایش یک طلای دیگه خریده، این
خودکار داده،
یه خودکار داده، یه عوضی بهش داده، اونم قبول کرده. اون موقع دیگه این طلاها مال این خانم هست و دیگه اون آقا حق رجوع به این طلاها نداره.
یه سوال اینجا برای من پیش میاد. صحبت ماشین فرمودین، البته مسئله قانونیه که وقتی یه شخص میگه ماشین مال شما، از نظر قانون اساسی مملکت میگه این ماشین باید بیمه داشته باشه. آیا این شخصی که به شما ماشین رو میبخشه وظیفه پول دادن بیمهش هم گردنشه یا اینکه بیمهش؟
نه، این یکی دیگه مربوط خود شماست دیگه. چون ماشین مال شماست، وقتی ماشین مال شما هست خراب بشه ماشین به میکانیکی بره، بالاخره بیمه
به شما میده،
همه چیزشو بر مربوط خودم میشه.
بیمهش رو چجوری میخواید بکنید؟
انشالله اون آسون است، میشه شما
سند به نام نیست که بیمه نمیشه.
خب میشه عد کنن به اسمشن، مثلا در اون بیمه اسم شما رو هم اضافه کنن، مشکل نیست. خب امشب هم تولد حضرت زینب سلام الله علیها است. جانها فدای این بیبی دو عالم. میگن کربلا در کربلا میمون اگر زینب نبود، سر به نی در نینوا میمون اگر زینب نبود. چند خصلت زیبا در وجود زینب کبری سلام الله علیها است که برای همین خصلت‌ها امام سجاد علیه السلام فرمودن انت عالمتون غیر معلمه، یعنی شما علم لدنی داری. علم لدنی تنها برای معصومین نازل میشه، یعنی علم، یعنی اسمت صغرا دارن اینها. و حضرت عباس علیه السلام هم برای چی؟ چند صفت داشته. صفت اول حضرت زینب سلام الله علیها صبر بیبی دو عالم است که اینقدر مشکلاتی که برای بیبی در روز عاشورا آمد اگر قوی ترین شخصی هم در روی زمین می بود تحمل این همه مشکلات و این همه مصائب رو نداشت، اما حضرت زینب همه اینها رو تحمل کرد. پس این صبری که خدا میفرماید ان الله مع الصابرین، خداوند با صابرین هست. دومین صفت حضرت زینب سلام الله علیها اطاعت تمام از امام زمانش هست. ببینید کسی که فرزندانش را، حالا بعضا میگن که خب حضرت زینب سلام الله علیها چون امام حسین علیه السلام را دوست داشت، برای خب پس یک مادر اصلا راضی نمیشه که خودش جان خودش رو به خطر میاندازه، اما جان فرزندانش رو که به خطر نمیاندازه. اما حضرت زینب سلام الله علیها با فرزندان جوانش در روز عاشورا آمدند و فرزندانش قطعه قطعه شد و حضرت زینب حتی گریه هم نکرد بالای سر اونها. ببینید این است اطاعت از امام. بعد علما میفرمایند برای چه؟ برای اینی که حضرت نخواست در دل امام حسین علیه السلام ذره این تفکر در ذهن امام بیاید که بله خواهرم آمد و پسرانش را در راه خدا داد و در راه من جهاد کرد. حضرت زینب در تاریخ دارد اول جایی که صدای حضرت زینب بلند شد روی نعش حضرت علی اکبر علیه السلام بود، چون حضرتی که شهید شد فخرج زینب بنت علی علیه السلام فنادا یا ابن اخا و علی، در جایی که در میخوانیم در مصائب روز عاشورا تنها جایی که حضرت زینب صدایش رو بلند کرد کجا بود؟ در اون جایی بود که حضرت علی اکبر شهید شد. پس برای فرزندان خودش گریه نکرد، سر صدا نکرد، ناله نکرد. برای امام حسین چون امام زمانش بود، نه تنها این مسئله برای برادرزادهش. خب ببینید این یعنی چی؟ یعنی کامل تسلیم به امام. بعد از اون که امام حسین علیه السلام شهید شد، حضرت زینب سلام الله علیها نگاه به فرمان امام سجاد علیه السلام داشتن. هر جایی که مشکلات مواجه می شدن می فرمودن که چیکار کنیم. بعد امام سجاد علیه السلام به ایشان می فرمودن که وظیفه شما الان چی هست. این دومین صفت حضرت زینب سلام الله علیها. سومین صفت حضرت زینب سلام الله علیها عبادت بیبی دو عالم هست که عبادت آن حضرت زبان زد عام و خاص بود که در خرابه، در روز عاشورا، در هر شرایطی حضرت زینب سلام الله علیها نمازش رو ترک نکرد. این است وجود نازنین بیبی دو عالم زینب کبری سلام الله علیها و اون خطبه معروفه که در کوفه فرمودن که در اون خطبه همه میگفتن که ما الان دوباره امیر المؤمنین رو دیدیم. یعنی وجود زینب وجود امیر المؤمنین است. برای امین او را زینب میگویند، یعنی زینت پدر. یعنی پدر را زنده کرد. با چی زنده کرد؟ با قیامش، با کمک امام زمان، با نمازش، با عبادتش و با صبرش و با قربانی دادن همه چیزش در راه خدا و امام زمانش. انشاءالله که خداوند به حق این بیبی دو عالم زیارت حضرت زینب سلام الله علیها را نصیب همه من بگردد. خدایا پروردگارا در این شب عید عمده دعای ما این است فرج ولیت امام زمان ما را برسان. قلب مقدس امام زمان از ما راضی و خوشنود بنما. ما را از جمله اعوان انصار آن حضرت در دنیا و آخرت محسوب و محشور بفرما. عاقبت عمرمان را ختم به خیر بفرما. مریضهای اسلام، مریضهای مد نظر، آنهایی که التماس دعا گفتن شفای عاجل و کامل عنایت بفرما. اموات جمع حاضر، اموات بانیان مجلس و عزیزی که امشب زحمت کشیدن غذا پختن، بانی مجلس شدن. خدایا پروردگارا به حق صاحب الزمان امواتشان را غریق رحمت خیش بفرما. خدایا پروردگارا آنچه خواستیم و نخواستیم تو آگاه بر ضمائر و دلهای مایی، حاجات مشروعه این جمع و ملتمسین دعا برآورده به خیر بفرما. رحم الله لمن قرأ الفاتحه مع الاخلاص والصلوات.
محمد و آل محمد.